Hey there, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to have you here today. Get ready for some awesome content. Nowadays, refrigeration is a common method to store food. Refrigeration plays a crucial role in food safety and quality by keeping perishable items at a lower temperature, typically below 40 deg 4 deg C, which slows down the growth of harmful bacteria and mold. However, sometimes refrigeration can negatively impact the texture, flavor, and overall quality of your food. It's important to understand which items should be stored in the fridge and which are better off at room temperature. This knowledge helps maintain the food's quality, flavor, and nutritional value. This is why in this video, we will reveal to you the 15 foods you shouldn't refrigerate so you can keep your food fresher and more flavorful for longer. Now, without any further ado, let's get to it. Number one, tomatoes. When you place tomatoes in the fridge, the cold temperature can cause the cell membranes of tomatoes to break down. You'll be left with dry tomatoes with wrinkled skin on the outside and little flavor on the inside. Some nutrients, particularly vitamin C, may degrade during the freezing and thawing process. However, the overall nutritional impact is minimal, and frozen tomatoes still retain most of their vitamins and minerals. Freezing tomatoes isn't bad for your health, but it does affect their texture and flavor. They're best used in cooked dishes after freezing, where these changes are less noticeable. At room temperature, place tomatoes in a single layer, stem side up to prevent bruising and ensure even ripening. Number two, bananas. If you've ever left bananas for a while in your fridge, you may have noticed that they turn brown and mushy faster. The scientific explanation to this is that cold temperatures cause cell wall damage to banana cells, which results in browning and softening. When bananas are refrigerated, the ripening process slows down significantly or stops altogether, resulting in bananas that may not fully ripen. While freezing bananas doesn't inherently make them bad for your health, some people may find that the texture change after freezing affects their digestion. The mushier texture can be harder for some people to digest, especially if they have sensitive stomachs or digestive issues. Adding to that, cold temperatures also slow down the activity of enzymes involved in the ripening process of bananas. Keep bananas in a fruit bowl away from other fruits to prevent accelerated ripening caused by ethylene gas. The only condition when it's acceptable to refrigerate bananas is that they are overripe. Refrigeration can slow further ripening. Number three, onions. Onions should not be refrigerated because cold temperatures and the moisture inside the refrigerator can cause them to become soft, mushy, and more prone to spoilage. This is because onions need a dry, well-ventilated environment to stay fresh. When onions are cut and then frozen, the cell damage can release more sulfuric compounds, which are responsible for the strong, tear-inducing smell and taste of onions. Onions have a strong odor that can permeate other items in your freezer if they're not stored in an airtight container. This can cause your frozen food to take on an onion-like smell, which may not be desirable. A study was done where onions were stored at 4 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius with varying humidity levels for 30 days. The result were that onions stored at 4 degrees Celsius with high humidity had a 40% higher incidence of mold growth. Keep onions in a dry, well-ventilated area away from direct sunlight. If possible, store them in a mesh bag or a basket that allows air circulation, which helps prevent moisture buildup and keeps them fresh for a longer time. Number four, honey. We are warning you, if you refrigerate honey, you won't be able to recognize it when you take it out. This is because cold temperatures cause it to crystallize and become thick, making it difficult to pour or spread. When honey crystallizes, it develops a grainy texture, which can be undesirable. Honey has a low water content and a high concentration of sugars, creating an environment where bacteria and molds cannot thrive. When honey crystallizes, people may try to soften it using high heat, like microwaving it, which can overheat the honey. Overheating can destroy some of honey's natural nutrients and beneficial compounds. To maintain honey's optimal quality and health benefits, it's best to store it at room temperature. Number 5, olive oil. All oil except nut oil should never be stored in the refrigerator. Olive oil tends to solidify or become cloudy when refrigerated due to the fats in the oil crystallizing at lower temperatures. Olive oil contains beneficial compounds like polyphenols and antioxidants, which are responsible for many of its health benefits. While refrigeration doesn't necessarily destroy these compounds, repeated temperature fluctuations like taking the oil in and out of the fridge could potentially speed up the degradation of these nutrients over time. The primary reasons to avoid refrigerating olive oil are related to maintaining its quality and ensuring it remains easy to use. For the best experience, store olive oil in a cool, dark place at room temperature. Number 6, breads. Bread should not be refrigerated because cold temperatures cause it to dry out and become stale more quickly. Nobody would like stale bread for breakfast, even though this will slow mold growth and won't allow it to get moldy quickly. However, you'll be eating dry and hard bread. The process, known as starch retrogradation, happens more rapidly at refrigerator temperatures between 32 deg and 50 deg 0 deg to 10 deg C compared to room temperature. Whole grain breads are an important source of nutrients, including fiber, B vitamins, and minerals like iron and magnesium. However, if bread stored in the fridge becomes less desirable, people may perceive it as less nutritious, especially if they opt for less nutrient-dense options instead. Over time, this can lead to a decline in overall diet quality. Keep bread in a cool, dry place like a bread box or a kitchen counter and consume it within a few days. Number 7, basil. Basil shouldn't be refrigerated because it is highly sensitive to cold temperatures. Putting it in the fridge can cause damage to its cells, leading to discoloration and wilting due to the breakdown of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment found inside basil cells that gives the herb its vibrant green color. After placing basil in your fridge, you'll find it wilted and black. Fresh basil is a good source of vitamins A, C, and K, along with antioxidants. When the herb wilts and turns black, some of these nutrients may be reduced. According to experts, the best way to store basil is by keeping the stems in a glass of water and covering them loosely with a plastic bag away from direct sunlight. Number 8, garlic. It's best to avoid putting garlic in your fridge unless you want it to sprout and become rubbery. The process of garlic sprouting is sped up when garlic is placed in the fridge, because the cold temperature induces the activity of the enzymes that lead to sprouting. The cold temperature can cause the garlic cloves to become soft and rubbery over time, making them less appealing to use in cooking. Garlic is known for its allicin content, a compound that has numerous health benefits, including antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. Refrigeration can reduce the concentration of allicin, diminishing garlic's potential health benefits. If garlic is improperly stored in oil and then refrigerated, there's a risk of botulism, a rare but serious illness caused by toxins produced by the bacterium Clostridium botulinum. Garlic and oil should always be refrigerated and used quickly, but fresh garlic alone is better stored at room temperature to avoid any potential risks. Number 9, avocados. Avocados need ethylene gas to ripen. Refrigeration slows down the formation and function of this gas, which delays the ripening process. Some nutrients in avocados, such as healthy fats and vitamins, are more fully developed during the natural ripening process. Refrigeration might slightly inhibit this process, but it doesn't make the avocado unhealthy. The nutritional content of a refrigerated avocado remains largely intact. Avocados that haven't ripened correctly can be harder to digest. The firm, rubbery texture of an avocado that has been prematurely refrigerated might make it less easy on your stomach, leading to potential discomfort for some people. Allowing avocados to ripen fully at room temperature before refrigeration ensures that you get the best flavor, texture, and nutritional benefits from this versatile fruit. Number 10, coffee beans. Whether you prefer to use coffee beans or ground coffee, you shouldn't place either anywhere near the fridge, unless your intention is for the coffee to absorb the odor from your fridge. There is no reason you should put it in there. Coffee is hygroscopic, which means it absorbs moisture and odors from the surrounding environment. Coffee has been associated with certain health benefits, such as improved cognitive function and a reduced risk of certain diseases. While refrigerating coffee beans, it can degrade the quality of the beans, leading to a less enjoyable coffee experience. This could indirectly affect your health if you stop consuming coffee or add unhealthy ingredients to make up for the lost flavor. For the best coffee experience, store your beans in a cool, dark place at room temperature, ensuring they remain fresh and flavorful so you can fully enjoy the health benefits that coffee offers. Number 11, potatoes. The problem with refrigerating potatoes is that the low temperature breaks down the starch in potatoes into sugars more rapidly. This can lead to a sweeter taste, which may not be desirable for most potato dishes. Additionally, these sugars can cause the potatoes to brown more quickly when cooked, particularly when frying or roasting. Some studies suggest that improper storage conditions, including refrigeration, may lead to a loss of certain nutrients, such as vitamin C in potatoes. While the impact is generally small, it's something to consider for those looking to maximize their nutrient intake. Store potatoes at temperatures between 45-50 deg 7-10 deg to keep them fresh. Avoid storing them in the refrigerator. Number 12, bell peppers. If firmness and flavor are characters you desire in your peppers, then keep those peppers out of the fridge. Cold temperatures slow down the metabolic processes in peppers that help it keep its firmness and flavor. Peppers contain beta-carotene, which converts to vitamin A in the body, supporting vision health, skin health, and immune function. While refrigeration helps slow down spoilage, it may also reduce the vitamin C and a content over time. Store them in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight to maintain their quality. Number 13, melons. It's such a waste if you refrigerate whole melons. Unfortunately, the compounds responsible for the flavor of melons are broken down by refrigeration. You'll be disappointed with a flavorless and watery watermelon. Cut melons stored in the fridge can retain moisture, which, if not properly wrapped or covered, can lead to mold growth. Consuming moldy food can cause allergic reactions or respiratory issues, and in some cases lead to food poisoning. So don't refrigerate melons. Let them ripen fully at room temperature to enjoy the best flavor, texture, and health benefits. Number 14, cucumbers. You surely don't want to be eating waterlogged and pitted cucumbers. Avoid refrigerating your cucumbers because that will increase the water activity in them. Refrigeration might also reduce the levels of antioxidants in cucumbers. Antioxidants are important for combating oxidative stress in the body, which is linked to various health issues, including inflammation and chronic diseases. It's best to store cucumbers at room temperature, ideally around 55-60 def 13-15 deg, which helps maintain their crisp texture and fresh taste for a longer period. Number 15, pumpkins. Pumpkins can become dry and lose its flavor once refrigerated. Refrigeration can decrease the metabolic activity in the skin of pumpkin. This skin must be kept thick to act as a natural barrier against spoilage. Consuming pumpkins with reduced nutrient content may not provide the full health benefits that pumpkins are known for, such as supporting eye health and boosting the immune system. However, refrigeration disrupts it. Pumpkins are naturally designed for long-term storage. When kept in a cool 50-60 day or 10-15 day dry and well-ventilated area, pumpkins can last for several months. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever tried refrigerating any of these foods? How did it turn out for you? Share your experiences in the comments below. I am so grateful to you for taking the time to watch my video. Your support means the world to me, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you who engages with my content. Thank you for watching.